gardeners, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be kind of like a vlog dash update video because yesterday I decided to, out of nowhere, move Willie back into the reptile room. The reason why I wanted to do this is that he has been very antsy and doesn't seem happy in my bedroom. It doesn't get nearly enough light. There's so much sunlight that comes in the reptile room. So it's warmer and it's more natural for him, and he keeps going like to the bottom in this tiny little patch where the sunlight hits his enclosure from the light coming through the reptile room that just hits my room. And it's really sad. He's just not really been happy looking. He's been hardcore basking and I feel like he's not warm enough, but I can't increase the wattage because then it would be too warm for him. And he also, I noticed yesterday, it looks like he has thermal burns going down his back. So I'm really upset about that, and I have no idea how that happened because he's not nearly close enough to his heat or UVB to cause that. So something happened that I wasn't aware of, and he's literally in my room where I am, so I have no idea how that happened. But I just decided we're moving him to the reptile room, and it's been very, very difficult. I kind of started it thinking like, oh, this is gonna be fine, and then I realized that nothing would fit properly, and I would have to take enclosures down in order to fit it in, and it turned out to be a whole project. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys where we're at with that. I have to get an extension cord to make the lighting work now, and I need to get another heat bulb because Willie's burnt out in the middle of doing all of this. And I also have to go to Curious and feed all the reptiles today. So we have a lot to do. I also have to vacuum all of this dirt off my floor that I just spilled for like the third time. Having a very, very chaotic weekend. So come along with me and I will show you guys where we're at with everything. So currently we have Willie in the reptile room and the sun is already starting to come out. He has just been by this side, like trying to get in the sunlight. He's already so happy and just constantly looking out the window. I just feel like if you have a chameleon, they need a window. Banba used to be over here. This is originally where he was, and he loved it too, and he was always looking out the window, and there's so much sun that comes in naturally. So yeah, I just, whoa, like knocking, oh, I knocked that. Okay, have to get used to this because I'm not used to him being over here. But as you can see, that's the thermal burns, and it looks awful. And I have no idea how that could have happened because he doesn't have anything like super close up to the UVB. Even if he were to climb a leaf, like he would knock it down with his weight, and like there's a good amount of space. So I have no idea. He also is not good at like climbing the screen, and also like even if he did climb the screen, he would expose like his belly if he was climbing upside down near it, not his back. So I really don't know what happened. I just feel like he's not getting warm enough, and he desperately wants the natural sunlight, which is why he kept going. Like he would go right to this corner, which is, it would be right over here, and a certain time during the day the light would get right there, and that's where he would just hang out because he just wanted some natural sunlight. So I just felt really bad for him, and the burns are like not acceptable. And I'm really worried about it. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's all shedding right now. And I'm expecting some of those little spikes to pop off. That's exactly what happened to Flounder too. So that sucks. Poor Willie. But hopefully he'll be happier in here. I still have to get his heat bulb. I have his humidifier going and the UVB is on. We just have to get a heat bulb. So besides all of that, he should be set. In order to get him in, there's not much space over here. So the issue was, I took down, the gecko enclosures are switched with Willie now. They used to be over here. And I took them down. I put them like over here on the floor. There's all the dirt I have to clean up. And then I realized, like, we were trying to get Willie's enclosure in, and it literally will not fit in this amount of space between these enclosures and the door, and I kept knocking my poor pothos. I thought all of that was gonna die and be ripped down. It was so stressful. So then I realized I had to take down this enclosure and this enclosure, and I had like no space because there's not much space in here, and I already had the 2x2s over there. I had to move this over there, and then we had to bring down the 2 huge enclosures and put them right here. And it was so difficult. These enclosures are, they are lightweight, but like they're awkward and they're big and they're pretty heavy too. So like it was a lot for me. So then we squeezed Willie's enclosure through. It was still an awkward fit, and then I was having a hard time because of this blocking. Oh my god, it was just, we had to move Peaches a little bit too. Like, it was rough, but Willie instantly seemed happier in here, and you can already see like that natural light coming in. He's probably wanting to get up there now and get in that sunlight. It's winter time, it's rough for everyone. He just wants to get as much sunlight as he possibly can, and I completely understand that, and I just feel so much better that he has a window and something to look at throughout the day. Because I mean, I feel like chameleons are very intelligent and they enjoy some mental stimulation, and he'll get more from the window over here than he ever would in my bedroom, where it's just me reading a book and Chacho, and he doesn't really like Chacho either. So the geckos are now in here, and I think it looks way better, honestly. It makes sense because Oakley's at the bottom, and then we have the 2 gargoyle geckos. And it was really cool because Sunny was out this morning and I could actually see her, and I never get to see her, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I just need to get an extension cord because I just knocked it over again. I'm getting rid of that pot and that plant. It is not a good mix. I have cords over here for the heat pads and the thermostats for Kiwi and Mango that I don't have an extension cord. I took it and I used it over there for Willie. So I have to get one for that. Plug it in over here. And then yeah, get a heat bulb for poor Willie. But he seems so much happier. Like, look at him. He's already just like going in the sunlight. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Update. I repotted this plant and I vacuumed. So this plant has been, I love this pot. I don't think it's really meant for like plants. It was like a Halloween decoration, but I've been using it and I didn't like pot it very well, and this plant just kept falling out of it, and Chacho was getting excited over here, and I think he jumped up because he thought Brandon was here, and he knocked this over for like the 3rd time. So yeah, this is more stable looking. I think I'm gonna have to sadly take the plants out of here because now that I moved these enclosures into this room, I think they're gonna die. Oakley's died. Even getting this amount of light, I don't think it's enough, and these plants are looking so happy and healthy. This one was on the verge of dying like a couple years ago, and it's growing so much, and I think it's because of the amount of light from this room. So I think I'm gonna put one of those plants in there, and I don't know, I feel bad taking them out of those enclosures. They look so good, but they're just gonna die in there, and I don't have enough like cords for more lighting, unfortunately. So I think I'm gonna try and save those. Willie is still just chilling over here. He's just loving getting all of this natural light. So here I am at Curious Creatures checking out the tortoises. This one was so sweet and I loved its face. This one was eating. They're both sulcata tortoises and they're very small. This iguana is stunning and I was really vibing with him. He is so cool. And then I was looking at the jumping spiders. They are so adorable. And I did not realize they have so much personality. Like, look at this little guy. He is so cute. So I was pretty excited about these. My friend really wants one, so I was going to take a video for her, but then I was falling in love with them too. And then they had this adorable Savannah monitor, and he just looks like a total dinosaur, and he was so cute. Look at that face. I absolutely fell in love with him, but my boyfriend said absolutely no, we cannot bring him home. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to bring him home. That would be a huge commitment. I have no room for it, but I still just love seeing him. So then I got home. This is what I got from Five Below. I was so excited to find a green outlet, like how cool. Then I got some color pens, and then I got from Curious, I got my super worms. I already took out my live mice and fed them to the snakes at this point. And I got ReptiSafe, and I also got some crickets. And I am so annoyed at myself because I realized I forgot to get Willie's heat bulb, and I felt like I was forgetting something. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. But at least he has the natural sunlight for now, and he was basking all day. So that's pretty much it. And here is my room in the morning, because now I can actually see my gargoyle geckos, and Sunny was out this morning. So I'm really happy with switching things. And that's the video. I'll see you in the next one.